This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. And in this episode, I wanted to kind of go through Kobe's ability to play make and basically do everything on the floor, right? And this gets overlooked. People think, especially the younger generation, they think that Kobe was just a scorer, right? No, Kobe could do everything on the floor. It just wasn't often that he needed to do it because he let other people do that. Because he played in a system, he played in a triangle. So him getting all these assists sometimes were unnecessary in the triangle. You had other people who had the responsibilities of playmaking, a la Lamar Odom, a la Pau Gasol, a la you had Shaq, right, to dump the ball down low to. You had other guys who were capable of bringing the ball up and making plays. You didn't always have to get the assists, right? But Kobe would show the ability to get big numbers in certain games, and this is one of them. Let's look into it, y'all.
Back at Staples Center, the crowd still filing in. The Lakers come home at
old school footage. This is the greatest shit right here.
Starting lineup: Lamar.
This is 2004.
Butler had all 8 of his points in the third. Chris Mihm, Kobe Bryant with a huge double-double, 31 points, 12 assists, along with Chucky Evans, the head coach, is Rudy Tomjanovich in his first season. The Washington Wizards, they are 12-8. They've lost 2 in a row.
We were just array after Shaq left.
To the Miami Heat, Jared Jeffries up front along with Antoine Jameson. What a trade that Washington
Gilbert
acquiring him. Brandon Haywood, Larry Hughes.
Hey, Gilbert been making a living off that 160-point game, bro. That's all that nigga talk about is 60. And he didn't score all 60 of Kobe. I'm going to get to that one day in the video. I'm going to show you guys, he won't really work in Kobe. He was working Smush Parker's ass. But we going to get to that.
Gilbert Arena, a star-studded backcourt. Their head coach, familiar to some who followed the Lakers throughout the years, won a championship in 1982. That was a superb season. Last year's NBA Sixth Man of the Year. Really focused early because this is a team.
You see that pass? So when I tell people Kobe was a great passer, they're like, what? What you mean he was a great passer? I'm talking about his ability to pass. He could do it if he needed to.
West Coast Swing, more games in 5 nights. They get on the scoreboard. It's Kobe.
A great
pass to Chucky Atkinson. Uses the offhand and
scores rapidly. So
you don't watch the Chucky in the painted area in the half-court set.
Great emphasis
hot. Lakers classic.
2 possessions, 2 offensive rebounds.
Look at the attempt. Look at that pass.
Finds Atkins. That's his shot.
Second and third attempts. That's what happened.
NBA Finals that year. Loser. The passing off to Karan.
No look pass.
Last Laker basket though. Kobe with the ball in the middle.
No look, y'all.
Defense to commit, then making the
my man can do everything on the floor.
That's what you
everything. Don't get it twisted. Just because he'd rather kill you don't mean he couldn't do nothing else. Brian Cook was a sharpshooter too, yo. Like he was one of those players that was on our team who could get hot.
Brian,
he could cook.
Can he make
no
that
pun intended.
I think I saw that just a second ago.
By Lamar Odom with 6, Chucky Atkins has 5.
The pass, Brian Cook.
Ron Butler with 6 as well, as does.
They get out on him because that's the one thing he could do. Couldn't really do much else, but he could shoot. Brian Cook again. Somebody ain't read the scouting report. They keep leaving
30 points to the Wizards.
Me.
Jeffries at 6'11". Kobe tries to spin it up.
This has 6 of the team's 7 assists and 4 rebounds.
Kobe quick from the free throw line.
Raymond Jones is really going retro. Got the socks up there. Michael Cooper.
That's back when people could talk to you at the free throw line too. They could talk a little shit. Now I forgot what year they actually stopped allowing players to talk at the free throw line like that. But this back in the day when guys were trying to psych you out at the line.
And Tierra Brown as well. But both Jermaine and Tier played exceptionally well last night. But
Now
that
Gilbert
was
Arenas'
last night.
Wizards team
Tier
had talent.
15.
They just sucked for whatever reason. They couldn't get it done.
And Jermaine Jones had both free throws good by Kobe.
You really have your work cut out if you have to go up against.
Being operate from the
Averaging 11
post.
points per game. Kobe
Yeah.
Kobe with it.
Look at the attention. Look at the attention he's garnered. And he's late. Now there's one guy, like Reggie Miller would say, there's one guy who does Hank's commercials. The only guy who could do that. There's a guy doing Hank's commercials. That shit was crazy,
And
bro.
Kobe had to fly by him as well.
That shit was
About
insane.
9:15 remaining in the first half. Kobe down the lane.
Man,
Kobe Bryant. That shot from Jermaine Jones. That's your fast approach. You want to work this exciting young Laker team into your plans.
Man down. Man down.
We've just been told there a few
Kobe Bryant is about as confident a player as there is in the game, especially when he's taking it to the rack. 2 of his 11-3 Laker run were spectacular.
Now look at this shit.
Oh my goodness. How am I going to shoot
That's hang time, y'all. That's modern day hang time.
but it's really worked out well for him.
I thought you were going to talk about
Give me that shit.
I'm going to do that next.
And he was a tremendous defender as well. Weak side help. Give me that shit again.
players that are playing a lot of
Give me
minutes
that.
for us.
Yo, come on, y'all. Come on. Give me that shit again.
Right now, they're all making solid contributions.
This dude
I also
was
saw
incredible.
Gary had a big game tonight. Boston played Utah, so we're happy for Gary too.
I do want your take on the Vince Carter trade to New
That's
Jersey.
Kwame right there getting the six
Interesting
man.
trade. Vince Carter's a young kid still.
That look legal.
He can't rebound. Tier Brown quickly into the front court. Off to Kobe.
Boom.
Trying to help him up. Was beaten
Hey, them
up,
Laker
played, just
uniforms
reached out,
are
grabbed
fire though. Those throwbacks,
So you can't move it
Minneapolis,
so good
those
doing
are
that.
fire. The ones George Michael.
5 rebounds and 7 assists. It's 6-13 to go.
I think, me personally, I think the Lakers should celebrate George Michael more too. They're not doing enough. I feel like the Lakers organization sometimes disrespects their players, man. They don't mention those guys. He won 5 chips, and you count them, right? You actually count them. So it'd be different if you didn't count them. You count them. So give that man some respect, man. Give that man some respect.
In the first half.
For real.
The point. Kobe wants to post up, and here is Jeffries out of Indiana. And Kobe steps
Off the
back.
glass.
I'm like most fans here. I'm looking at that in my mind, thinking about that shot Kobe made, going up on one side. Up, and
Changed his mind in midair. Let's get it.
on the last 2.5 minutes of this game. As a result, giving their coach, Tom Jonovich, ammunition to work with.
Kobe sweep through.
Good shot.
Two-pointer, his foot was on the line.
Good
That's
shot.
Kobe being Kobe. He started off slowly with his own offense,
Look at that shit.
with the assists and the rebounds, and then he started to picking it up. And he ended the half with 13 points, 7 assists, and I believe he has 5 rebounds. So he's on his way to a possible triple-double. We talked about the Wizards.
And that's not what he played for. He could have got more triple doubles during his career, but that's not what he played for. He played to win. Whatever it took for his team to win, that's what he did.
Butler steps inside the three-point line, comes up dry. Kobe with the offensive rebound. Nice pass to
Good finish by Lamar. Look at the left.
12.3 turnovers
That was a
per
nice
night
shot.
for their opponents. Kobe on the dribble. Brown Jeffries gets inside. He was bumped to the floor.
Ball on the offense end or defense by the Wizards.
Kobe had that one rattle around and try to sneak out. It stayed down. Kobe now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Again, the NBA's leading scorer at 27.3 points per game, averaging 7.5 rebounds, and is also 8th in the NBA in assists with 7 per game.
So you
Both
see
free
that?
throws are-
So he was capable of passing and playmaking. And this year in particular, he was doing so, right? He was doing so. But the media wants you to forget that shit just because he wasn't playing with talent or playing for a championship that year.
Good.
I'm here to clean that shit up.
Right side.
Because we ain't gonna lie about it. Look at that pass, y'all.
Well, did Chris Mill touch that? That was close, but Timeout. 5:49
Look at this
going to
pass.
third.
Kobe.
That's the
picking up
second
the
no-look
assist.
pass
The
we
one
see
you
in this
talked
game.
about. Did he touch it?
I still don't know.
Oh, officials said no in the replay. Very difficult to tell, but I think, I said it then, I'll say it again, I think he touched that basketball. If he didn't touch the ball, did he touch the rim?
Yeah, that's close.
That is close.
It's real close.
For the game.
And there's 4:40 remaining.
I wouldn't have blamed the
in third
official if he ain't count that shit.
Kobe working
To
on
be honest.
Jeffrey, still getting down the lane. Got
Good
the air,
pass.
kicks it outside to Butler, who's been struggling for three, moving rain.
He catches it. Found the open man.
Prior to Ron Butler hitting that three, it only been 2 of his last 18. The rest of the match inside, Atkins takes advantage. Antoine
Good
James
move by
inside
Chucky
of
Atkins.
13. That is 60 out of a possible 75.
Hey, look at the defense, dog.
Outside to Atkins, knocks it in. Pull up, Jump at a three-pointer.
Kobe chose to play make, bro. He was as good as anybody in NBA history.
Give Kobe his 12th assist already. Back to the season.
Your player to shoot jumpers. It's hard for them to get in a help situation.
Kobe turns on the Jets. Be careful. The left-handed layup as he was being ridden out of the play. At least the first time around. Too much for the Lakers up in Seattle the other night.
There's still 2:20 to go in this quarter. That fourth foul.
Kobe wasted a lot of his performance by not having the help after Shaq. A lot of these masterpiece performances, Kobe wasted a lot of them. You know, I mean, we still go through them today to give him his props, but these are forgotten games, right? Larry Hughes was balling too.
Larry with 27 on 13 out of 18 from the field. Kobe 16.7 rebounds and 12 assists. We're too confident. You gotta have some confidence to play in this game, to play any game.
Kobe comes
Look at
off
the
screen,
attention.
picked up his dribble.
But it doesn't matter. It's beans.
Shooting 2 this time. The last time down the court,
Somebody
Lakers
fucked up
as he
on
picked it up.
Kwame fucked
Ball
up.
faking, wide open and splash. That was wet.
There goes Anthony Peeler out
with his
there.
hands on his hips out.
I see that nigga in a minute.
This kid is doing the Wizards shooting 55% from the field.
Once again, Ruffin comes over. Another foul. Kobe with just 4 minutes of play.
He still has 3 left, so he's all right.
How long is it going to take?
About 2 minutes.
A couple of possessions and Kobe coming baseline.
With the Wizards 3. Larry Hughes and Arenas had fine.
Defensive rebound. Lakers with another possession. Kobe matched up to try to run around again. Goes down inside, spins it up.
That's insane.
2 more free throws coming. Did he ever attacking Kobe?
Like this, I was going
If
back.
Kobe gets you one-on-one, bro, that shit's a foregone conclusion unless you send a double team quick.
All right, down to 5.
That's Memphis on Monday. Tickets available to New Orleans Hornets on Wednesday. Lakers lost the first meeting of the 2 between the Lakers and the Grizzlies. Now coached by Mike Hayes will be on at the next
22.
opportunity.
Oh, I was like right to it. 22, 8, and 12. 36, 10, and 14. We don't give a fuck about stats, man. We're trying to win the game.
Consecutive game tonight. Jones down inside. Nice play that time by Lamar. Long rebound comes out to Kobe. These guys
Bean bringing the ball down court.
right side.
Great pass.
On the way. Great.
Open teammate knocks it down. Yep, we up 1.
So far, he's got
Fourth
23
quarter.
points.
5 minutes to go.
Shooting a little over 50% from the field.
Kobe's got 14 assists to his career high is 15. It's a pick and pop. Down the lane. Nice ball fake. What a fake by Kobe. Wow.
He has one of the best ball fakes and head fakes in basketball
Nice
history.
job of ball faking. We got a timeout. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth. Lakers trailing by 1 as Jermaine Jones knocking down the deep one.
Jermaine.
Chuck Atkins, 3 of his 23, and the Lakers looking to win yet another game. Kobe will go to the line to try to add to his total.
As a team, the Wizards are shooting 51.3% On the year, Stu, they are just 42%, 27th out of 30 in the NBA. Kobe needs a bounce and gets it. Hadn't been that clean at the free throw line tonight by Kobe's standards. A very poor night. 10 of 15. He's got 23, matching Chucky Atkins. Butler and Oda with 13.
23, 10, 14, 4 triple doubles this season. That niggas is nerds in the media, though.
Still in his own defense. Kobe with it on the perimeter.
Being decides to step back. Cash.
What a shot by Kobe. We're not in the game together, then
Woo. Look at this. Look at the handles, y'all.
Kobe could
Look at the
take
handles.
one of the
Step back.
On the last
Space.
basket, talked about one of the
Cash.
things for the Wizards having to guard that spot on the floor in their
Cash.
zone.
Money.
He had the play of the game, no question, earlier in the game when in front of the Wizards bench. He got the ball isolated against Jarvis Hayes, and then he went to work. Up.
Putting up a masterpiece.
Special. Angles.
At a losing effort, putting up a masterpiece.
It looks good both ways. You're going to have a situated forward.
Kobe almost cut it. Goes inside, lays it up. He's fouled by Ruffin. 2 free throws. First free throw is made, or even if it's probably just if it's made, he'll take a free throw.
They got to stop now. If they do it right,
Kobe taking on the defensive challenge, y'all. Once again, this is another video of him doing this shit.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Arenas charge.
It's another video of him doing that. This is what you call closing. This is what you call closing on the defensive end as well as the offensive end. You see, Gilbert ain't cooked Kobe. I think Gilbert said some trash shit the other day. Like he's getting buckets on Kobe. Yeah, okay, where?
They came up with the spots that they needed. Now we've got 5 more minutes. Let's get an uncontested layup.
112-106. The Lakers.
He's gonna just be talking, y'all.
Outside.
He knows damn well he can't do not with Kobe.
They want the players to decide it, and I think that if it's a foul in the first minute, it's a foul in the last.
Kobe along the baseline. There's the whistle. Now he'll get to the free throw line.
Knowing that they're going to
And you know Gilbert just talking this shit when he said Kawhi Leonard and them dudes is trash. Kawhi Leonard, Klay Thompson. Man, what the fuck are you talking about, Gilbert? You couldn't do nothing with them.
another possession.
That shit was ridiculous. Right? Somebody need to take Gilbert right.
Defense. They need to have another possession.
I respect Gilbert, man, as a player, but he be saying, he be capping sometimes, man. Hella five cap.
Still 11.1 seconds remaining, and it is a 117-113 lead for the Wizards.
It always happens that way. And players, I just don't understand why their focus goes to the basketball when you know you need a stop.
Who fucked up? Chucky Atkins fucked up.
Leave anybody.
With Anthony Peeler.
Leave somebody, and he makes you pay.
And you know Bean ain't gonna give up. He has the heart of a lion.
They said throwback night. Throw it back, Kobe.
Get that out of the neck.
Round in for Chucky Atkins because Chucky's got 5 fouls. They're going to need his 3-point shooting.
Get that out of the neck.
They get it in. Tierre let maybe a second go off the clock.
Doing every second is vital.
Again, the Lakers out of timeout. So have to take it away from the court.
There it is, y'all.
Rattles around and stay. Odom will inbound. 5.4 seconds remaining. Kobe's got it. And Jeffries comes and fouls him in the backcourt. Kobe threw it up off the glass.
Try to make the first one and miss the second one. I don't know. That's a very difficult play to pull off. The first one, and they'd be on the line. Put pressure back on them to make the free throw. That
front of the iron. But a lane violation.
He could have came back on that shit. They got lucky off that.
Plane above it. Kobe fires up a three-pointer, and the game comes to an end.
They got lucky. They called a lane violation on that shit. They could have came back. It would have been another masterpiece. But anyways, that was just to show you, even though they lost the game, right? That was just to show you his ability, right? If people say, oh yeah, he's a great passer, he can only score and all that. No, Kobe could do everything on the floor, right? And when he wanted to showcase that, he could showcase that. So this is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I'm out.